Welcome. Hello. Thank you for coming to Tarot Q&A Tuesday. I'm Fiona McLeod, your reader today. I'm super excited to be here, as always, 4:44 every Tuesday, streaming from New Zealand. Now, wherever you are in the world, please let me know in the chat, and we will welcome you with big open arms. All you need to do is pop your question into the comments, and I will pull a card for you. This is the wisdom of the tarot. In fact, a portal into our subconscious mind. Often the tarot is misunderstood. People believe it to be more of a fortune-telling tool. However, I'll have you know that what's happening in the universe these days is rapid-paced energy, which means we may be able to see the probable outcome based on the current energy that's in your life circumstances. However, things are changing and we are becoming more aware, more conscious that we affect our own reality. Therefore, we like to use the tarot in this session to, in fact, help you to overcome the obstacles in the way of you living your best life. The tarot helps us to align with our soul. It's one tool we can use. You can also use techniques such as solar line therapy. Check that out, solarlinetherapy.com. Anything that can transform the subconscious mind and relieve us of those egotistical habits, those bad behaviors, those sabotaging, limiting beliefs. We can help you recognize what they are with the tarot. Now, today, I've been sent in a number of replay tomorrow or even later today. This way, we'll get ahead of the game with a few questions. Then I'm going to pull a collective consciousness card. Maybe one, maybe more. This card, this reading will be for all of you who are fourth thing up for today. I'll do 3 personal readings. We'll whip through those at rapid rates, and then you can get your reading even if you didn't ask a question. This means if you're watching the replay and you forgot to send one in, this is for you. Let's get started. If you are here and I can see a little number pop up in the chat, please give me, let's say today, give me a smiley face today so that I know who's there watching. A smiley face. Hello, Melissa. Good to have those hearts as well, though, of course. Now, because you are here, Melissa, I'm going to start with your question. I know you've sent that in to me, and we'll just check it out. Melissa, what do I need to do to move forward in life and business? Whoa. Well, it's a bit of an overview, isn't it? It's a bit of a big question. I wonder if it's the same thing. Let's just tune into Melissa's energy, safe and appropriate to read for Melissa today. If there was one thing that Melissa needed to do, the dominant thing that she needed to do today, that would be, is this the card? Well, this is kind of the outcome that you're after, really. This is the Happy Families card. This is an emotional fulfillment. It's also a number 10. It's completing a cycle. Now, because you've asked, what am I supposed to be doing in life? We can read this in a number of ways. This is about embracing the things that give you emotional fulfillment. Okay, so it's putting aside the things we think with our brain that we need to do, and instead really like writing a list of all the things you love, things that fill your heart up, things that give you joy. This actually raises your vibration and means that you come into a frequency that's more easily attracting all the good stuff to you. So you don't have to try so hard as much as you need to come into the higher vibration. This means feeling into those emotions that feel more amazing. Fulfillment, joy, bliss, happiness, excitement, passion, these kind of good energies, as opposed to worry, seeing the lack, fear, frustration, guilt, blame. All of those things are going to keep you staying stuck. So what you could do to help this is, in fact, start a gratitude journal. I have a funny feeling you might already do one. What I'd like you to do is pump up the volume on your gratitude and then decide, I don't feel grateful for anything. I'm so frustrated with my life right now. You ever had that moment? You've ever felt like that? You've had a bad day? Because if you haven't, you wouldn't be human. When you feel like that, trick your mind by literally saying, I wish I was grateful for this sad day. I wish I was grateful for this relationship disharmony. I wish I was grateful for this unhealthy experience I'm having. The reason this is powerful is because you are now willing to see the message within the challenge, the message that these hard times, these obstacles may give us. Now, I wish I was grateful really just sounds like I am grateful to your brain, yet it is a more realistic way of looking at things. So that's your top tip today, Melissa. I think it's pretty good. I might start doing that myself, in fact. Hello, Rita. Good to have you here. Where are you from? Love to hear the location, maybe a country. Sounds like something exotic. Now let's talk about Babette. She's not here. We're going to talk behind her back. No, I want to chat for her. She's wanting to know what's going on with her health. What's happening with my health? I don't know what's happening with your health. Let's get into the zone. Babette. Okay, yes, we can. Babette. What does she need to know that could help her health, or what is going on? Perhaps what even is the cause of what's going on? What's going on? What does she need to know? What is happening? Babette, what do you need to hear about this? All right, nearly there, guys. We are pulling a special card about what's happening with Babette's health. Is this the card? We're going to go with this one. Well, I can see a couple of things in this particular story. What we've got here is the Four of Swords. Now, there is 3 swords up here and 1 hidden. This implies often that there is a missing piece to your health puzzle. It makes me want to pull another card just to really get clarification of what that missing piece could be for you. So we'll do that. Okay, I've pulled another card. It's the surrender card. So we're going to talk about that in a moment. This is interesting. This reminds me of a reading, a session I just had with my client, because Babette, you need some contemplation time. This is time for stillness, time for nothings, time for meditation, time to just be, not to zone out, but instead to tune in, to discover what this missing piece is. I'm going to give you a clue because the missing piece of the puzzle is all about surrendering, letting go, dropping the fight, getting out of the head, really just releasing the thoughts that are causing the struggle and the frustration for you. Now, that's not just about your health. That's about things in your life by the feel of it. So if you are causing yourself more kerfuffle with the way you're thinking about things, let it go. I know it seems easier said than done. The thought and the decision to, in fact, let go will be a great starting point. Now, when you have the time for stillness, you can just feel your body drop, release, let go of the tension. You know, you lie in your bed and then you go, and you realize how kind of tense your body was. That's step 1. Then take a few breaths, and with the exhale, let that shit go. So this is actually not about trying to or reveal what is truly going on at a deeper level. Because when you can just stop, close your eyes and go within, let go of the tension, the things you're holding on to. In this case, it's almost like you're allowing your body to sink into a beautiful hug. And I feel you need this hug. I'm not sure that you have anyone who can give the hug to you right now. If you have a bath, that would be a great substitute. Or even if you went to the local hot pools and immersed yourself in that beautiful healing water, or even better, some of those pools that are in the actual nature itself, like real spas, real what are they called? Hot mineral baths, those kind of things. So it's actually a stepping stone to a holistic way of looking at your health. It's just a lot of stress, that's causing the health issues. So if you can find the stillness, you'll calm down and feel a lot better. All right, let's cruise along to the next person before we come up against the collective consciousness reading. Sarah. I'm not actually sure we've talked to Sarah before. I've met this new man and he seems like a dream come true. Oh, rainbows, unicorns. But I'm riddled with fear. Oh, I'm fearful I'll get my hopes up and be disappointed again. I know it's important just to embrace life adventures, but after getting back on the horse, the dating horse, so to speak, so many times, I just don't know if I have the energy to handle yet another emotional upheaval and waste of time. Oh, Sarah, I know what that feels like. I actually know what that feels like personally. Let's see. Where are we going to begin with this? We'll just tune into Sarah's energy. What is the question? The question is this person a wonderful connection for you? Let's ask that. Is this a healthy connection that has some long-term potential, or at least a reason for coming into your life? Do you want to read? No, I think we're going to ask long-term for you, because I know you don't want it to be anything but that by the feel of it. Okay. All right, we've just had one card fall out, so we're going to go with that. Oh, whoa. Okay. What I'm actually getting here could be read in two ways. So I'm just going to warn you. One way is complete disaster. However, the other way is it's going to completely change your life to do life in ways that you've never done before. Either way, this is an opportunity for a massive transformation where you really start living from a heart-centered, emotionally connected space, as opposed to trying to do life in the material world, really forcing that ego existence. So because we are on the fence with this, we're now going to pull another card to ask the cards, is it A or B? Like, is it this amazing... No, is it a disaster? Is it like a catastrophe in the making about to explode like a volcano? Or is this change, in fact, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Whew. Okay, so we want to get a card for both. What are we doing? We're going to get yes, no card. We'll say no, yes, just to keep it simple. Since this is speed tarot, we could do this at more length if we had more time for each person. So we want to know, is the Tower card that you experienced a positive or a negative? The answer is within this pile here. Is it the card we want for a positive or negative is in here, is there? I'm nervous for you, Sarah. It is in the positive. And not only that, we got the Wheel of Fortune, which in fact indicates change as well. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I was getting a little bit about the Tower card for you, but this is a massive change. And in fact, it's a destiny card. It would sort of imply that perhaps this relationship could in fact be a very significant soul connection. Yeah. Oh, man. I still feel funny about that Tower card. Like, take a look at it, guys. Sorry, Sarah, I don't want to rub it in. It's just a confusing read with two... Well, you have to go there. You have to go there. At least we know it's a exploration, an experience that you will need to explore. Hello, Snowy. Yes, where are you? And what is your question? Can I ask what's coming for me, Snowy? Yes. Well, what we'll do, Snowy, we're doing a collective consciousness reading for everyone watching right now. This is the next one up, and then we're going to go straight to you. Okay. What does everyone who is watching need to hear right now? We've just had another card pull out. Are we just doing one card for the collective today? We sure are. Is this the card? Oh, well, it's very, very fascinating on all levels, because this is a theme we've already discovered in this evening's reading, because collective consciousness card for today is the 10 of Swords. Now, whilst this looks like someone's being stabbed in the back, and that can imply that in a personal reading, the way I'm interpreting this for you right now is exactly as we talked about Babette's reading. It's a letting go of our thoughts and ideas that are causing us to feel stressed. What this will do is transform that current situation, complete it, and allow us to step into a new chapter of our lives. So it's a 10, it's completion. Quite similar to Melissa's card as well, which was a 10 of Cups. So 10s are the end of a cycle and the opportunity to start a new cycle. It's super important that you pick up this opportunity when it happens and let it go. Like, pick it up and go, okay, I must do this, be this, finish this, and then I can be set free onto the next project. You know, this is the thing. What we need to understand in life is that we only have the surroundings and the people and the circumstance until we have completed our lessons within that department. If you think of life as lots of departments. So, for example, I'll give you my example. I used to live in Auckland. I moved to the Mount, and then I moved to Raglan. This is a bigger example. You can have smaller versions of this. There came a time where I was completed with Auckland. I felt done. It was ready to shift gears and have a new experience around new people and new surroundings. I moved to the Mount for 6 or 7 years. Then I completed my time there, and there was this inner calling to move to Raglan. Now, I can't tell you how much that was so the best move for me each time. And to do that move required me to let go of some stuff that was also good. Like, I had to let go of people and some of the environmental pleasures, such as the beach in the Mount, or being close to my mum and some friends I had there. But I had to let go of some of the good as well as the not so great in order to start fresh. It's just the way life is. And it doesn't mean it's a full never going to see these people again. It's just really doing what your soul is calling you to do. And this is one of the things that people fear the most and keeps them stuck, because we think about all those things like, oh, but I'll miss this. Oh, but it'll be hard for that, instead of just taking the plunge that the heart presents. Therefore, in summary, the reading for the collective consciousness today, for all those who have not asked a question and those who have asked the question today, is to just let go. Like, really stop the overdrive thinking, stop the overanalysis. Anything to do with thoughts, words, ideas, mind stuff, give it a rest. Let it go. Wrap up the topic that's been occupying your mind and start a fresh chapter. This could even look like you've been having arguments with somebody you care about, a friend, a partner, a family member. Just decide to stop. So let it go. I surrender. Let's start fresh. Just take a different attitude rather than dragging it out, because it will only make it lengthen an inevitable process. Part of that letting go means accepting it as what it is. Sometimes it won't be 100% what you want. But can you be bothered to fight it and ruin your emotional state, your physical health, and your inner peace just because you want to be right about something? The choice is yours, isn't it? Okay, let's get to Snowy. Snowy, are you still there? We're pulling your card. What's coming for you? What is coming for you? Is this Snowy's card? Read for Snowy. Snowy. Okay, we're getting a card. Hope you're still there. Snowy, there is a woman, mature woman, not old necessarily, not elderly, perhaps somebody who is very black and white, and they have some good ideas that they can share with you, some wise knowledge, and this will help you with your health and your finances. What I'm suggesting, this actually, health and finances. Yes, there is somebody who is worth taking advice from. Might be a family member. So this is important to listen, because maybe somebody can come at you from different angles. So there is a shift available for you that could benefit both your financial prosperity and the well-being of your actual physical health. So there you go. I see someone else has joined us. Please let me know who you are by putting a smiley face in the comments so I can say hello to you. And then we are going to whip along to the next person in line, who is Leah. Will I meet a new love interest soon? I'm looking forward to a fun companion. Will I meet a love interest? Well, let's just see. We're gonna ask a yes or no question for Leah. What does soon mean? Should we just say she's meaning this year, the remainder of 2023? Because soon is a bit broad, isn't it? If we, and most I don't like to do timing with the tarot, what we're going to see here is if there is reason that she's not connecting with love, maybe there's a block and we can help her with that. Is it likely a new person will come into Leah's life before the end of this year? Is this most probable? Well, do you know what? You're not going to enjoy this answer. It's not a bad one. It's quite a good one, but it's quite funny after what I just said. It's the Hermit. The Hermit is not a yes and it's not a no. It's a maybe. And it's also a soul seeker. And what did I just say? That if we don't get a strong yes that somebody is naturally coming into your life, then we get a opportunity to assess, are there any blocks around you not receiving love? Are there any resistant attitudes? Is there some negative limiting beliefs in your subconscious mind? What could be stopping the flow of Mr. Right or Mr. Meantime walking into your life? So this is a soul seeking card. So we're encouraging you to do some soul seeking. What does it look like and what's it about? We'll just give you a little bit of extra information. Being very clear, being very, very clear on what you want to create in your life and where you want to move. Like, where do you want your life to take you? Where do you see your career in 5 years? And I'm not talking about financial goals. I'm simply talking about, how do you see your lifestyle? How do you see yourself feeling? What is the dynamic? Where are you? Are you traveling the world? Are you in the same place doing the same thing? What does it look like for you? So that when you sit down with this new potential partner in the not too distant future, you can share these aspirations and ideas. Now, they don't all have to come true. They just give you incentive and motivation to get out of bed and to, let's say, have something to focus on when you're finding day-to-day things a little bit of a struggle. It gives you that perk up. And in fact, as we said to Melissa, it helps you raise your vibration simply by thinking about your dreams. You come into the energy of your dreams, which brings them closer to you. That's a fact. That's science. That's the law of attraction. It's quantum physics at the end of the day. All right. Hey, Tiffany. Good to have you here. Hello, Jess. Might be you. Oh, yes, it is you. Right. Let me see. Question. Did you? I'm pretty sure. Will I find love in London? Oh, well, this is interesting. Similar to Leah's question. Will I find love in London? Do you know that could be a movie, couldn't it? Love in London. Love in London. Or a poem. Sounds very poetic to me. Okay. Jessica. What is Jess? Will she find love in London? Another yes or no question. Right up. Coming right up. More love. Jess. Jess. Oh, Jessica. I'm actually thinking not London specifically, but bear in mind the outskirts of London on a little holiday you may take while you're living in London. Just keep things open with the journeys. Travel within your travel. Pop over to Scotland, pop over to Ireland, pop over to Paris. Do we get a Paris, Scotland, and Paris? Where else could you go? Oh, just on the outskirts. It doesn't have to be out of the country. It doesn't have to be out of the country. It could simply be somewhere else in the UK. All right. There you go. And that doesn't stop you from having a relationship either. Where are we going? Who is the next person? Babette, Leah, Sarah, Melissa, Jess. Naomi. Did we do Naomi? Naomi. Another health question. Oh, it's love and health today, and all about surrendering go of the stress and starting a fresh cycle of life. So it's going to be interesting to see what Naomi gets. Naomi, what is the root cause of my health issue? Okay. Is this the card for Naomi to understand the root cause of her health issue? Right. Oh, very interesting. How many times have I said that today? Very interesting. This is a card of a reminder. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Now, this is also the message that indirectly Melissa got, Leah got. Who else got? Well, anyway, what here is we are expressing, look at this picture. This dude, he's looking at the cups falling over. He's crying over spilt milk, you might say. But behind him, there's two really beautiful, emotionally fulfilling situations in his life. That's what the cups stand for, emotional fulfillment. He's so focused on what's going wrong that he can't see what is quite amazing. So in answer to your question, Naomi, what is the root cause of my health? It's actually this is a big thing to say on a tarot reading. So I'll put medical disclaimers in there, you don't have to listen to me, but it feels like there's a bit of a depressive tendency, and it doesn't feel dominant in your conscious mind. It feels like an old sadness that it's just been floating there for a while. And so you may like to look into the past and clear out some old sadness, because sadness, if it's not moved from the body, will turn into some sort of physical ailment at some point. It's just how energy works. If we don't process our emotions, they get stuck in our body and turn into disease. Yes, I am a tarot reader, not a medical doctor. However, I am also a medical herbalist and have a lot of techniques. So I am saying this, but you can take it with a grain of salt, because not everyone is a believer in holistic well-being. And I am obsessed with holistic health and well-being, and have been for 30 years. So there you go. Do here is we're going to say goodbye because I think we've wrapped everybody up unless there's somebody that is in the chat and would like to ask a question. If not, and you're watching the replay, please can you all give me a thumbs up? I'm trying to get traction on my YouTube channel, spread the options and the advice, the wisdom of the tarot, so that people know there are more self-help tools out there for free to help them to be their best selves, to help people to recognize that they have more potential they could unleash into the world, that they do have a special gift that only they have, and to find out what it is. And there are many tools, and tarot is one of them that can help you on the journey of your self-discovery, self-realization, self-healing for happiness, success, and abundance. So on that note, I'm going to see you here next week. Please remember to send your questions in before 4 p.m. New Zealand time, and we will enjoy the process again. See you guys. Remember, you're a star and the world needs your light. So up your game, be your best self, and see you next time. Ciao.